remain standing for the national anthem. Please be seated. It is a very bright light. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Robert Kruger. I'm the very proud principal of the Monroe County Middle College. I would like to welcome all of those who are with us tonight, as well as those who are live streaming this event from elsewhere. I've had the honor of being the principal for these young folks in front of us for the past 5 years throughout their time here at the Middle College. On behalf of the Monroe County ISD, Monroe County Community College, and the Monroe County Middle College, I would like to welcome you to the 2023 graduation of Monroe County Middle College. Let's have a round of applause for this year's graduates. Before we begin tonight, I've asked Dr. Kojo Corte, President of Monroe County Community College, to welcome everyone to campus. Dr. Corte.
Thank you, Principal Kruger. Boy, these lights are bright. I hope there's not too much of a glare off my head. Dr. Anyway, I was going to try to avoid that, but before I make just a few comments, if we could just please, in light of all the challenges that we've had, boy, the last 3 years have been tough on our world. Could we please just observe a moment of silence, please? Thank you. Once again, welcome to Monroe County Community College. It's been a tough 3 years, but we're here. We have persisted, we have persevered, and we're here. And to all the students, we're so proud of you. Congratulations to the students. And certainly, you students would not have made it to this point without the help of your family members. Give your family members a round of applause. And the administrators and teachers. The last couple of weeks have been very eventful here on campus. We had commencement last week. How many were involved in that? Raise your hands. Okay, before that, Phi Theta Kappa commencement or induction. Yes, and nursing, pinning. Anybody? Okay, not yet, right? Almost. Oh, we're proud of you. Congratulations. I look forward to interacting with all of you as we go into the future. And I know you're going to go out there and do great things. Once again, congratulations, and we're proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kojo, for that warm welcome to your campus. The Monroe County Middle College began as a partnership with, between the Monroe County ISD, ProMedica Monroe Regional Hospital, Monroe County Community College, the local business community, and all local school districts in Monroe County. This partnership came together 15 years ago with 38 students, and we are slated to have over 340 in the fall of 2023. Believe it or not, this means we are wrapping up our 14th year of operation. Through those 14 years, we have helped students accrue over 34,000 college credits. Think about that. It's a lot of classes, right? And those classes represent an over $6 million investment that we provided to Monroe County families. What a tremendous impact on the community, and most importantly, the students who have graduated before, are graduating tonight, and will do so in the future. There are many individuals that need to be thanked for their contributions, input, counsel, and so much more that makes MCMC happen each and every year. I would like to thank the board members of the Monroe County ISD. Please hold your applause until all have been mentioned. Dale DeSlover, Board President. Renee Larzalier, Vice President. Sorry. Paul Miller, Secretary. Trustees Russell Bless and Dr. Barry Martin. Let's have a round of applause for our board. Also, from the Monroe County ISD, we have our central office staff, Superintendent Dr. Stephen McNew, Assistant Superintendent for Business and Administrative Services, Mr. Joshua Dyer, Assistant Superintendent for Instruction, Mrs. Lisa Montreve, Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources and Legal Counsel, Mr. Eric Feldman, and Assistant Superintendent for Special Education Services, Dr. Rachel Kopke. Each of these folks play an important role in the operation of the Middle College. Let's have a round of applause, please. I would also like to thank ProMedica Monroe Regional Hospital for their help and support as we got the Middle College off the ground. They were a critical partner in the establishment of the Middle College, and also Monroe County Community College. Let's have a round of applause for ProMedica Monroe and Monroe County Community College. Now, of course, everybody that I just mentioned is important. I wouldn't have mentioned them. But I would like to introduce those that are in the school each and every day, working directly with the students, the staff of Monroe County Middle College. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. We have our Dean of Student Services, Megan Sexton, our counselor, Michelle Jenkins, and teachers, Jennifer Regal, Eric Swain, Brandy Gedalian, Nicole Belair, Michael Miller, Lisa Sellers, Nathaniel Mills, Cheryl Ryan, Amanda Himes, Ashley Powers, and our secretary, Adrian Bross. I want to personally thank each of you for your hard work and for all the help you have given these graduates. Please show your appreciation for our staff. All right, now that the thank yous are taken care of, I'd like to say a few words before we hear from our speakers. Tonight's commencement is special for a number of reasons. First and foremost, the graduates who are in front of us tonight are only going to graduate once, at least from high school. And tonight is their night, so congratulations to all of you. It is also special because it's our 10th annual commencement ceremony. Throughout the last 10 years, the Middle College has graduated over 550 students. Students who are now doctors, engineers, welders, dentists, retail managers, speech pathologists, and this list goes on. These graduates now have children of their own. Maybe their children will be second-generation students to attend the Middle College. As long as I'm gone before that happens, that's just fine. And lastly, it is special because we will be honoring Justin Hahn, who was slated to attend Monroe County Middle College but passed away in an unfortunate accident before 9th grade. The group of graduates sitting before you this evening experienced an extremely challenging couple years in the middle of their time year. Yet, they have powered through and are here tonight, ready to graduate, take on the world. Look around at your classmates. You are the next generation of healthcare workers, welders, engineers, therapists, teachers, manager, and this list goes on. In fact, this year's graduates will have a wide range of plans post-graduation. Some will join the workforce, join the armed forces. Others are pursuing a degree in welding, nursing, business management, engineering, and so much more. The graduates tonight have been dedicated to their education for the past 5 years. Almost 90% of those sitting before you tonight have been with us since 9th grade. This group has taken every advantage of being a high school and a college student at the same time. They have taken and have been successful at persevering through college classes. And it's hard to believe that this group has a cumulative total of more than 3,900 college credits. That's awesome, right? That's enough credits to equal over 65 associate's degree, and the average graduate has 54.4 credits this evening. What a great accomplishment, and through a tough couple years. Just last Friday, I had the opportunity to attend the Monroe County Community College graduation. And it was so cool to see so many of you walking that are here tonight to walk, but actually received their associate's degree before walking to get their high school diploma. Members of this group have been accepted into highly regarded universities, and they've received substantial scholarships, which covers almost every expense for the student to continue and earn their bachelor's degree. As mentioned a few moments ago, I'm deeply honored to be the principal for these students and to have had the chance to work with them for the past 5 years and see all of their accomplishments and growth. Tonight, we are sending our students to many different destinations, including University of Toledo, go Rockets, Eastern Michigan University, University of Michigan, there you go, Michigan State University, and so many others, off to the world of work and to serve in the military. We are so proud of each of you. To the parents, thank you for allowing your students to make this commitment and trusting us with your child during some of the most formative years of their life. Without your support, these students would not be here this evening. And graduates, I can only imagine how hard it must have been for you to make this choice to attend the middle college. Thank you for making that choice. We are here tonight to honor you, who not only took the risk to try something, but have persevered. We are so proud of each of you. Tonight, you'll get to hear from some of the students. If you are speaking tonight, please join us on stage. Mrs. Michelle Jenkins, counselor at the Monroe County Middle College, will introduce tonight's speakers.
Good evening. It has been my privilege to be able to work with you and to get to know all of you through the years, to see you grow and mature into remarkable young adults. It is this class we have future engineers, nurses, teachers, zoologists, firefighter, military personnel, and the list goes on. You have not only succeeded in coursework, you've also excelled as an active citizen through your community service. In fact, the final tally shows that you have contributed nearly 6,000 hours of community service to our world and has completed during your time here. How many other schools can say that students have done so much for their community as you have? That's pretty impressive. I am proud of all the things that you have accomplished as well as obstacles that you've overcome in the last 5 years here at the Middle College, but more importantly, you should be proud of yourselves. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for all of you. Congratulations, you did it. We will now be hearing from your classmates who will speak about experience of each grade level as well as the future. It is my honor to introduce Veda Lagiza, who will be speaking about 9th grade.
thanking everyone who has helped us get to this point. To our MCMC teachers, who helped support us inside and outside of the classroom. To our administration, who helped us navigate through this journey. And lastly, to our friends and families, who were there with us through it all, and for a majority of people, are the reason we started this journey in the first place. 5 years ago, we applied and got into the middle college to start our high school experience. Along the way, we lost a few people, but we gained some new faces as well. I remember starting my freshman year here and was terrified about not knowing many people or any of the staff. However, after the first day and meeting my classmates and teachers, I felt so comfortable. I remember specifically telling people that freshman year didn't even feel like school. Especially being in the STEM path, we did a multitude of building projects, hands-on learning, and I basically felt like I was playing with my friends all hour, so thank you, Mrs. Himes. But enough about my own experiences. In general, freshman year was one to remember. While it may feel like a lifetime ago, known as the time before COVID, I cannot believe it's already been 5 years since we started high school. Whether a STEM or med kid, I would say that everyone can look back at freshman year and remember the good and the bad. I also know that most of us, myself included, think back and cringe at how we looked or how we acted. However, I'd like to leave you all with some wise words from Dr. Taylor Swift. Learn to live alongside the cringe. No matter how hard you try to avoid being cringe, you'll look back at your life and cringe retrospectively. Cringe is unavoidable over a lifetime. You can't avoid it, don't try to.
Next, we'll have Avery Boudry, who will speak about 10th grade.
That was quite the applause, thank you. Firstly, I want to thank all of my classmates, educators, friends and families, and ourselves for making it up here tonight. Go ahead and give yourselves a round of applause. It's because of all of you that we are at this point in our current lives. Sophomore year, that feels like forever ago. While we were all comfortable with our friends and groups made in freshman year, sophomore year changed it up. All new classes, some with all new friends and students, and 1 year closer to reaching this point in our lives. Sophomore year was filled with many new memories and new experiences. One of them being the awesome prank wars that I started on Miss Himes. Feel free to ask her about that. And she will admit defeat because I 100% won. I got it really good. I will also never forget the incredible and inspiring lifelong friends I made that year. In addition to friends and harassing my teachers, although I would call it gracing them with my presence, it was also the first year we started taking college courses. It was a slew of emotions for all of us, whether that being excitement, nervousness, fear, or a combination of all three. But if it wasn't for that first class, starting our new journey, we would not be the successful people we are here today. But just as we were getting our grip on balancing college life and high school, the world tilted on its axis. As I'm sure all of you remember, we entered a global pandemic at that time. Life as we knew it was changed. School was put on hold for 3 weeks. In-person classes went completely online, and our social lives took the form of meetups in the parking lot and Zoom calls, just to make sure that everyone was all right. But something to note about MCMC students and staff here is that we persevere. Despite the challenges of COVID, we still managed to maintain our education and relationships. We still made this year ours to remember. This same year, in medical terminology, there was something wise, and I definitely won't use the word old because she will find out. A teacher told our class, life is not a matter about simply deserving things in life. We have to earn everything. Class of 2023, if there's one thing I hope you take away from my speech up here tonight, is that our sophomore year threw excitement and challenges at us, something completely unexpected. But in spite of that, what we faced prepared us for the continuation and perseverance through our high school careers. We are up here today not because those challenges simply made us deserving our degrees, but because we earned them by persevering and being challenged. Here's to us, class of 2023. While this chapter may be closing, it never hurts to start writing the next two.
Next, we'll have Marie Seaver speak about junior year.
Yeah, so I'm Marie, if you guys didn't know. If it sounds familiar, it's probably because I pestered your kid relentlessly for yearbook pictures or to buy my cookies freshman year. And if you escaped both of those, well, lucky you. Speaking of luck, I wasn't so lucky with making a speech here today because I originally wanted freshman year. And then Jenkins messaged me and she's like, hey, can you do junior year? And I was like, okay. It's pretty easy to say that junior year, to put it lightly, was kind of a flaming dumpster fire. MCMC kids were scattered throughout 3 class options. Some were half in person, half on Zoom, some were all on Zoom, and then some were completely asynchronous. I can only speak from my experience as a half in person, half on Zoom student, but I think I can speak for everyone when I say there were struggles that year. The ever-changing schedules, getting used to college and then it going online, clubs being suspended or over Zoom, being the first group of the middle college to have to take the SAT the junior year during a pandemic, and everything else that happened that year. And I could focus on those struggles, but at the same time, junior year was one of the most important years because of the growth. Junior year forced me to recognize and search for the good things when everything seemed to be a mess. So I like to remember junior year for the little things like getting our license and our first jobs, getting out of class at 11 a.m. and getting lunch, and the best of all, the seemingly meaningless interactions with my fellow classmates that I grew to appreciate. I learned to be appreciative of things like walking to class with Lindsay Goodnight and asking, hey, how long do you think we can distract Miller today? I'm sorry to say that some of those were planned. Or things like Cole dressing up for Halloween in some major Star Wars drip, even though we were in school for 3 hours that day and we had like 8 people in class, so literally no one saw the effort. Or I think about the fact that I rarely touched a door handle here because all of the guys always held the door for us, which was so kind. Things like getting food with Alex after class because we could go to the cheap diners while they were still open, and trying to stifle my laughter as Kylie sends me her commentary on our classmates. Looking back, it was those seemingly insignificant interactions with friends and acquaintances alike that kept the year from being utterly miserable. Not only was it my classmates, but the teachers did the absolute most to keep us motivated as they adjusted to the new system in place themselves. I only had class with 3 teachers that year, but I know all of them were working double time for us. Sellers was reading and replying to our journal entries, detailing only how awful the school year was. Miller kept it real with us and didn't sugarcoat things, and Swank stayed his sarcastic self, which gave us a sense of familiarity and normalness. I also have to thank Mr. Mills for always letting me come into his classroom, even though he didn't teach me that year. I don't know if it was because of the cookies, but hey, he let me chat. It was clear that the teachers were working double time to keep it normal for us, and for that I'm forever grateful. Junior year was far from easy, but like anything, there's a silver lining. I learned to be grateful for the people around me and the interactions I had with them, no matter how small. It's impossible to ignore the realization that without other people, there would have been nothing redeemable about junior year. I have to take a second to thank my best friend in the whole world, Lydia Bentley. When people ask me if the middle college was worth it and the struggles in the extra year, it's because of you that I say yes. I hope you all are able to look for the hidden gems and the silver linings in the future years when I know we'll find more struggles, but I know that every one of you can handle it. To also quote Taylor Swift, it is said best with, everything you lose is a step you take. We lost a lot junior year, but at the same time, we grew immensely. Congratulations, my fellow class of 2023.
And next we'll have Alexa McMullen talk about the 12th grade.
Thank you, Marie. You were very hard to follow. Okay. 12th grade was a return to normalcy. We got back to classrooms and once again began to annoy our teachers, but we never really stopped doing that anyway. After a year and a half without events, we celebrated the return of homecoming and in a room that we all fit in. Prom was another story where we crowded onto and around the dance floor, but I think that I can speak for everyone when I say that we were just grateful to have one. As much fun as the events were, we had some catching up to do. At the start of the year, we were tasked with choosing a path for our future, our next step. In career prep, we explored colleges, trades, and occupations. We took personality tests to match us with careers, and even created budgets with their salaries. Ms. Belair and Mr. Miller guided us in making resumes, filing taxes, and practicing our interview skills. Some of us decided what we wanted to pursue, and others were still unsure. Whether you knew your final destination or not, we took our first steps toward finding it. After hours of class time, homework, early mornings, late nights, and so many memories, we made it. Whatever your next step is, I hope you carry with you an appreciation for the present because you never know when life will take another unexpected turn.
And next we'll have Rachel Miska speak about the 5th year.
Good evening, fellow graduates, family, friends, and faculty. As mentioned, my name is Rachel Miska, and I am honored to stand before you all as a graduating student of the Monroe County Middle College. To the class of 2023, the evening we have waited 5 years for is finally here. At our high school, we each develop a different path for ourselves. Unfortunately, by our 5th year, our schedules no longer aligned, and our classes were now filled with unfamiliar faces of college students. This final year is where we began going on our own way with touring universities, exploring future careers, and working a job while managing college courses. Although we may not have many memories as an entire class from this year, I know I will still hold tight to those memories we created and experiences we shared in previous years. Since we are unlike a traditional high school, I want to focus on what sets us apart from other high school graduates. As you likely know or may have seen on our spirit wear, MCMC's motto is "My choice, my commitment." Since the moment we all decided to attend MCMC, we made the decision to choose a path that we all knew very well would be longer, harder, and would require more dedication than attending a traditional high school. After these 5 years, I found that there is a lot of meaning behind that motto. Making the choice to attend MCMC put us all on an entirely different path that led us to where we are today. Some of us have plans to join the workforce, others are continuing their education at a university or vocational school, while a few are continuing at the Monroe County Community College to earn more credits or finish their degree. Wherever attending MCMC has landed you, it started with making a choice to take the road less traveled on. The other part to our motto is "My commitment." I am here to say that these 2 words have been far from easy to accomplish at times. Staying committed, motivated, and persevering through exams, difficult classes, and balancing hectic schedules are not easy tasks while in our high school years. Nevertheless, we remained committed and saw our education at MCMC through until the end. To the teachers at MCMC, thank you for devoting an endless amount of time to us students so we could walk across the stage today. We appreciate the laughs that you shared with us in the classroom, and most importantly, the knowledge and expertise that you instilled in us. To our principal, dean, counselor, and secretary, how do you actually manage all of us? Thank you for your dedication to us students, for always being available to assist us, and for helping us with seeing our plans through. To our family and friends, thank you for not only coming to support us today, but for supporting us in every step of the way. Tonight, I want us graduates to thank our younger selves for making a choice and a commitment 5 years ago to creating a brighter future for ourselves. To the class of 2023, it was a pleasure knowing each and every one of you. I look forward to hearing about your successes one day, and I wish you all the best of luck in all that you do. Thank you for the memories, the encouragement, and for shedding a few tears with me during finals week. Tonight, you can delete the Schoology app off your phone, change your Facebook status to graduated, not yet, and discard your hundreds of crossed out 5-year plans, many of which didn't go as planned anyways. Because tonight we are finally done. Congratulations again, fellow graduates. Thank you.
And lastly, we'll have Kyle Sutherland speak about the future.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and my fellow graduates, and thank you for coming to Monroe County Middle College 2023 graduation. 5 years ago, we came here as strangers, and now we embark on a new journey with a foundation of lifelong friendship. Today, we end one chapter in our life, only to flip the page tomorrow to start a new one. The future is full of constant change and uncertainty, and it is up to us to strive to live each day and choose endeavors that add value to our lives and the lives of those around us as we learn to become the best and most authentic versions of ourselves. Although our paths will lead us down different roads, the ideals and principles to success remain the same. First, understand today that you do not need to compare your dreams to anybody else's. Your path is yours alone to walk, and success will look very different to each one of us. Your actions will help shape your future. Be kind to one another. Help one another. Leave today a little bit better so tomorrow is brighter. Most importantly, learn to give yourself and those that you encounter the grace to understand that mistakes, and I'm sure we'll make many, are life's greatest opportunities to become better. Failure is a part of the process and is okay as long as you don't quit on yourself. Use each failure to understand yourself better, and with the guidance of perseverance, chase whatever dream that is in front of you. You have the potential for greatness, and I challenge each one of us to continue learning, ask questions, and create dreams and goals so that we can live a life without any regrets. Thank you all again for coming, and congratulations to the class of 2023. We did it.
Now, don't delete the app yet. Just saying, your books are still coming in, and you don't know if we're going to bother you again in the next few weeks. Just saying. So. All right. I'd like to give our speakers one more round of applause for their words of encouragement and wisdom. Dale, come on up. Graduates, please stand. As principal of the Monroe County Middle College, I am recommending for graduation, these students have satisfactorily completed the requirements for graduation, and I in turn present these graduates to Mr. Dale DeSlover, President of the Monroe County ISD Board of Education. The reading of names tonight will be done by Mrs. Megan Sexton, our Dean of Student Services.
By the authority invested in me as Board of Education President, I recognize and accept the 2023 graduates of the Monroe County Middle College, and I approve the granting of diplomas to these graduates. Graduates, please be seated.
All right, right, it is now my honor to introduce each of our class of 2023 graduates as they receive their diplomas. Remember, your parents have been waiting a long time for this moment, so take your time walking across the stage, give them a nice smile, maybe wave. They want to take your picture. They've earned it. Okay. Sophie Reagan Ockinger. Austin Blair Allenbaugh. Alexander Peter Apatry. Peyton Elizabeth Babb. Avery Lynn Boudry. Caitlin Marie Begeman. Lydia Gabrielle Bentley. Makara Marie Butt. Clayton Allen Carroll. Ashley Audrey Maria Silly. Kylie Nicole Danish. Emily Ann Delano. Miranda Grace Dickerson. Mason William Fender. Levi Christian Flory. Noah Benjamin Foster. Alsacia Elizabeth May Gelzer. Lindsay Lauren Golan. Chloe Christine Grody. John David Hackbarth. Angelina Raylyn Hammond. Elena Marie Hartford. Alexander Gehrig Hauk. Gabriel Alexander Hurley. Alexis Carmela J. Jolene Sarah Elizabeth Jennings. Sean William Kidd. Emily Grace Kleider. Leah Raquel Krieger. Veda Marie Legiza. Brett Michael Leonard. Jasmine Carol Llewellyn. Marissa Rose Manley. Zachary Christopher Mao. Cole Parker Mays. There we go. Aiden Brendan McMullen. Alexa Maria McMullen. Rachel Marie Miska. Madeline Grace Mungar. Zachary David Murdoch. Raymond David Nelson. Andrew Thomas Pekulski. Julia Danielle Payne. Jesse Lawrence Perry. Francesca Olivier Pizzino. Richard Allen Pierce. Zaven Matthew Pio. Juliana Renee Ritter. Natalie Catherine Robinson. Addison James Rowe. Lillian Rose Runyon. Jared Joshua Schmidt. Caitlin Grace Schmidt. Landon Morgan Schneeman. Marie Estelle Seaver. Annika Christine Steelgrave. Matthew Andrew Anthony Stewart. Jacob Russell Stifler. Lillian Grace Stump. Kenneth Edward Stumpmeyer, Jr. Kyle Michael Sutherland. Samuel Ethan Waters. Luke Austin Wheeler. Thomas Dean Yarger. And that sound means all our graduates have walked. So congratulations, class of 2023. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Now, before we proceed forward with the turning of the tassel, we would like to take a moment to honor the family of Justin Hahn. Alyssa Marie Hahn and her brother Justin Trevor Hahn passed away unexpectedly on July 4th of 2018. Justin had just completed his 8th grade year at Bedford Junior High School and was set to begin his freshman year at the Monroe County Middle College in the fall. Justin wanted to focus on life sciences, and he planned to become a neurosurgeon. Today, Justin would have been walking across the stage to receive his high school diploma in front of his family and friends as a class of 2023 graduate of the Monroe County Middle College. Both Justin and Alyssa had high expectations of changing the world in uniquely different ways. With their deaths, their parents made it their mission to make sure that through Alyssa and Justin, lives could still be changed. The Alyssa and Justin Hahn Memorial Scholarship was established through the Highland Foundation for Educational Excellence as a means to give back to the community that gave so much to the Hahn family during the aftermath of Alyssa and Justin's tragic deaths. Each year, scholarship applicants are asked about their personal achievements, but also about how they will make a positive impact on the world. 5 MCMC students have been awarded the scholarship since its inception in 2018, including this year's winner, Rachel Miska. At this time, we would like to recognize Justin's family who is here today, and we would like Justin's mother, Miss White, to please join us on stage. like to thank Ms. White and her family for their continued support of our students in memory of Alyssa and of Justin. And as you can see in Justin's honor, she has crossed the stage for him. So please, another round of applause for Ms. White and the Hack family.
There's a lot of papers up here. I apologize. Once again, I would like to thank everyone for their participation in tonight's commencement. Now has come the time for the turning of the tassels. Graduates, please stand up. Please take your tassel and turn it from right to left. Congratulations. There you go. Now we're talking.